Mic on. Yes, sir. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Didn't I tell y'all that was it? Didn't I tell y'all that was it? Don't act like. Don't act like. Don't act like this don't mean nothing. Press what? Let's get to it. No, I don't want that one. Yeah, give me that black one. I want more hurricanes, more destruction. I want more. More. I told you, everything gotta go. They thought I was crazy. Yeah, that's it right there. Better wake up. Better wake up. Mm, mm, mm. That's my new alarm. What a time it is to be alive. They say it's storms coming all over America. They say Iran just attacked Israel. They say Puffy has got more charges. They say all the ports all over America has been shut down. They say the underground tunnels is being looked into right now. They say all of the stars is falling. Touch one of mine. When everything got old, I'll destroy everything they touch. Play the game. They say, stop, Kev. Get the show started already. Well, it started. Much love to you, Mr. Moore. One Mike. Art Jordan. What up, chap? Art been walking with me this whole time. We two brothers that we don't even gotta talk. Shout out to you. You know, good morning to you, Gregory. That's a fine name, Gregory. That's a good name right there, sir. Let me see who up in here. George. They say I be doing too much, George. I don't do enough. I don't do enough. I'm doing too much. Because it look like I'm having fun. No, destruction is crazy. What's going on, Gail? Mrs. Reynolds. Sounds professional. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that like button and sounds professional. This is all Puffy here right there in that little cell. Dame Dash will remember my face. Jay-Z will remember me. We shall not remember you past y'all deaths. Press what? We shall not remember them. That's why I'm the best karaoke singer of all time. Because God gave me all of that little stupid music to perform. Press one. I don't own no rights to no music. I don't own no nothing. I just karaoke they shit. Like they did the greats. Like the great jazz players and the musicians in the earlier years who these motherfuckers helped these Jewish people rob. Put them in that 1953 trust. They can keep reusing the music over and over and over and degraded and degraded. All Snoop Dogg music was once powerful black music back in the day. Press one. It was all powerful. So I don't care about none of these songs y'all love, how y'all grew up, y'all feelings towards y'all favorite celebrities. None of that matter. None of that matter no more. Because I told you years ago. I don't know why y'all acting like this is something new. I told you years ago, and people thought I was playing because time goes by and people forget. You know, entertainment comes and it goes, and people follow the truth for as ever long as the next Boosie song or the next one of these demons do something constructive. So I can just sit back and play the game like Jack Nicholson. Press one like the Laker. Hit that like button and subscribe. Make sure you support your favorite YouTuber of all time. Thank you. We got more cases, which is gonna lead to more questions. Y'all didn't know. You know why they want you to focus on the freak offs and the attempted baby oil. Press what? Because the real stuff is coming out. Y'all, they've been HT human trafficking minors. Press one. They've been human trafficking minors. Wake up, y'all. Your favorite celebrity has been trafficking minors, little kids. It's over, y'all. It's over, y'all. They were trafficking minors. All the ports are shut down. That don't make no sense. That this don't look familiar to y'all. You don't remember Epstein? The ports all shut down. The rumors was going around about kids in the containers. Y'all didn't know Puffy and them houses right up the street from the ports. Y'all don't know that these people been taking people right off the ports and kidnapping kids. And you don't want to accept it because y'all are satanic. You black folk deserve to be right where you are. Satanic and dead. Wayfair. Look, Art. Look, busted. Busted. You have now entered the Gillespie algorithm. Yeah, this the part of the movie where everything that I said comes to pass. And everybody want to be the guy that said it. But Marley, we did it, champion. Listen, B from Ohio, B from Texas. What's the little people in the chat room? Art, One Mike, Sid, Taj. Don't matter who you are. Brittany, Sheba. Don't matter. We the fuck did it. With all the confusion. With all the bullshit. Oh yeah, this is bigger than Puffy. This is the executives. They're using Puffy as the scapegoat. They want him to just pass away. But we already know they got Whitney Houston. We know they got Aaliyah. We know they got Tupac. We know they got Nip. Their hands is dirty. You solve one, press one, nigga. You solve them all. Never in my lifetime have I would have ever thought I was born for this shit. I love these people as musicians and what they brought as the themes to our lives to when we had nothing. When Aaliyah made that song, I Care for You, and when she remade the song At Your Best, You Are Love, that brings tears to my soul, G. That's what every brother needs to hear from a woman, that we are pure love. Press one. In our right mind, we need to hear it in that way. And just as the woman needs to hear it the way the Isley brothers needs to hear that, needed to sing it, is the same faction, if not greater, that Aaliyah sung that song to men, and how great and loving you are at your core. Press one. And if nobody recognizes that, I do. You know, we are loving people. Some loving brothers. That's for sure. Only way to get there is forgiveness, compassion, looking after the widows, the children with no father, the mothers with no baby daddies. You know, Johnson and Johnson GBH oil, busted. Press one. Johnson and Johnson out here slanging dope. Press one all day and all night. You smoke Reggie, that's that shit I don't like. What you about to see is the biggest takedown. What you witnessing is the biggest takedown in American in everybody history. Everybody's. You about to find out that these people murdered Michael Jackson. Just like I said, doesn't matter if you don't like me. You don't hold no power over the truth. None. I know we got egos out there, and we all think, oh, Kev is playing. He's a simple guy. You have no power over the truth. None. And if that ain't evident, look at the camera. Look at what you see up there. That's P. Diddy. These are the people who orchestrated the death of Nipsey Hussle. Y'all said y'all wanted the truth, right? I told y'all we don't turn to dream into a zenith, nigga. Y'all said y'all wanted to know what happened to Nipsey, but not just Nipsey, Tupac, Biggie, and all of the greats that was affiliated this whole time. James said shit go back a long time. Oh yeah, this is 97, 96. These was little girls. These little girls didn't have, these are foreigners. They was trapped. These people that we seen as celebrities, those are trafficked women. Huh? Huh? And a lot of women help do this. A lot of women help do this. I'm going to say it again. A lot of women help facilitate the arena for this to happen. One thing is for sure, two things is for certain. That book that Tisa Tells wrote and acted out on our TV screen, what I tell you. You thought I was playing? They pulled the book. Press one. They don't pull the book from Amazon. Press one, that she was advertising as what? Lisa's book. Leading you to know what? That's not Lisa's book. And she fought hard, family. Tisa Tells fought hard for the book. For some Jewish guy to write a book and say he wrote the book because he believes it to be real. So already she don't hit the wall. It didn't take nothing but a few words from my lips and my truth to set the algorithm up correctly. That's it. See how easy that is? You the only one. That book ain't real. You out there talking. That's not Kim's book. Yes, it is. She wrote a bunch of stuff and they turned it in this one and that one and this and that's just to let you know. Y'all versions of what a pretty face is to be so detrimental. People are chasing materialistic. It's okay to get up here, earn you some revenue, make a good living for yourself. You don't have to lie here. You don't got to make up things here. You don't have to put more and more icing on the cake. That's what make the cake nasty. Too much icing. That's what make the food nasty. Too much seasoning. What you trying to do? You trying to taint the perception? What you doing? Because Tasha K got caught doing that with the R. Kelly shit. Press one, and you keep saying your sources. Are you trying to taint the investigation? What you doing? What you doing? 9-year-old kids, children are out here. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Dame Dash, Ray J, Whack 100. Everybody needs to be questioned. Everybody who's connected to Diddy. Snoop Dogg. Over 300 new victims come forward. Youngest victim, it was 9 years of age. Shout out to Love Love. 9 years of age. Y'all don't think none of these women knew about these things? Y'all keep trying to make these women heroes. A lot of these women actually took part in it. Actually went out hunting. Actually set these parties up. Mm, 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 and all the black men who out here was supporting Diddy, Revolt TV, and Diddy lied and this and that one, but that don't mean this, and he can't take away from hip hop. We talking about, look, the Pink Hotel, look, Kev Rowe, love, get with him. Kev being exposed, the biggest pedophile ring. Say it with your chest. This guy I know on the internet exposed the biggest pedophile ring in the world. Love. Go ahead. This nigga from Kwame Brown to everybody that came against me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I'm the realest nigga because I'm anti-trafficking. Like I always said, I'm anti-trafficking. I got a lot of sisters. I love women. I love kids and how we grow up to become men and women with all of these different identities of greatness. But no, bro. That's my friend Mario from B2K, who was touched by Scott Storch. That's he. I grew up with him. Y'all laughed at dude from B2K. That's my friend. That's a childhood friend of mine. Press one. I remember when he was a young man. We was all grew up in the 60s. I watched the internet laugh at this dude. You know? That's where it's just like, damn, this is what was going on, even down to our neighborhood. Yep. Uncles and musicians and lining the next generation up for death. I watched this. I watched Universe 25 with me own eyes, mate. With me own eyes, Jim. So to get up here and act like everybody not in this bed, press one. Y'all got another thing coming. Harrell, Jay-Z, Aaliyah, J-Lo, all of these individuals. Busta Rhymes over here trying not to be seen. Press one. Everybody trying to change their sex and their identity to beat charges. Press one. This is wild. Never in my life I would have thought in our generation something like this big of a revelation. Now that's what the revelation is about. The stars that's falling and all of them fell from her. These are your demons. Fallen stars are Satanists. These are the people who was once innocent in turn. Press one. These are the people, bro. They was part of the family and then they fell, and 1/3 of the earth fell with them. This is just what it is. It's not spooky. It's real. It's real. Listen to me. It's real. We just been conditioned by horror films. We've been conditioned so that it takes our mind to make it appear this way. But in real life, the life we live when we go to work and all this, our real lives, what's really going on is human trafficking, kids being taken right off the street, being made stars and slaves for the rich and famous. And it's time y'all stop falling for there's going to be a lot of YouTubers who you think are YouTubers. There's a lot of people under Lior. There's a lot of people who've been to these parties who witnessed these things and said nothing. I don't want to hear about no NDA. I don't want to hear, nobody cannot make me say nothing about what I saw about children. I don't care about none of that stuff. Y'all care about the death that the devil can get. Please. Y'all that afraid that you won't save a child? Y'all that afraid? But I don't care about saving nobody who ain't saving no children first. When we was doing all this, Illuminati got the kids in the bunkers and they using tunnels. That was this shit. That's this. Everything being shut down because of this. Gregory, we don't need to bounce around like that all over the place. I'm on one thing and one thing only. I don't want to hear about Chicago and body parts or none of that. This happens all over. That's on a bigger scale. What's important is saving the women and children who are caught up in this sex trafficking, bringing down their celebrity status in my brain and in yours. That little image you got of dancing around my screen and tell New York the DA and the sheriffs can come and get me. Press one, get this money and take this money. Press one, go ahead. Y'all been singing these songs, nigga, and it's true. They are trafficking. Rick Ross, all of these people homes are near the ports. All the containers need to be searched. We may be saving children one after another. One after another. Open the damn card up. Open it up. Open it up. Your famous stars, who you hold in your head, who your family has been selling you and supporting their businesses and their preaching over yours. Your family been doing this. Trust me, mine been doing the same. Press one. My Democratic ass family betrayed me for these motherfuckers. Press one for these demons. A good person. A good person. For Barnabas. For Barnabas. Y'all gonna vote for Trump. You damn right. I want every trafficker in Guantanamo Bay. I don't care who family they in. I want every one of them. Press one. We need the identities of people. We may all been switched at birth. We don't know nothing, bro. This whole system is finna get in your ass because it's finna wake everybody up to this reality. And I feel y'all are afraid of the truth. But the truth will make you free. You afraid to know Beyonce and Jay-Z been doing bad things because you've been supporting them. You put your daughter up, want her to do the dances like Beyonce. You sold them up and you sell them into trafficking. You sold them into trafficking. That's what you doing. You want to know why your daughter out there fucking everybody at a young age? Because you, as a parent, has sold your daughter to Baleem and Baal. You bitches don't, and you niggas don't wear out y'all welcome. You see, God is cleansing the earth. I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't authorized, first of all. Press one. I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't authorized. Fact. I did this. My whole family came against me. Y'all have no idea. You don't have no idea. You have no idea. They lace the drinks. Damn, yep, they lace the drinks. They make the girls and the men real slippery. They get that look in their eye where they look like they can be taken advantage of, and that's when the parties start. Press one. See? That's what I love about my channel. I love about the people who support my broadcast, like Justin Bergman, Pop Deuce, and William B. Jones, and Cedric Jefferson. These the students who supported this broadcast. I told y'all they was they was bringing in the Ciroc bottles that was full of drug, LSD, GHB. Yeah, that's not just regular baby oil, unless Johnson & Johnson is just shipping over a large amount specifically when they got some type of business or deal with. Press one. Oh my goodness. Hit the like button and subscribe. Just opened up a can of worms. Damn. Now, everything in that press conference, guess what? Your boy Kev already told you. Press one. Now, we finna listen to the press conference. Hit the like button and support the broadcast. We finna listen to the P.Diddy more charges. They're linking all of these Hollywood murders and deaths and and dehydration clauses all on the game. Press one. They got you. They got the game. Speaking of the game, they got all you niggas. They got everybody. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Press one. Nah, let's go to the press conference, family. Let's go to the press. I would have had my number up there too for the victims. Y'all told y'all it's bigger than rap. It's bigger than Puffy. It's bigger than rap and it's bigger than Puffy. Let's go.
Has been at the forefront of some of the most litigation in the United States. We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases. We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases. I believe that this one may surpass them all. There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved. And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices. We will expose the enablers.
That's right.
Who enabled this conduct behind closed doors.
That's right.
We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates.
That's right.
These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all.
That's right.
Has finally been revealed to the world.
Look.
The wall of silence has now been broken.
That's right.
And victims are coming forward.
That's right.
Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
That's right.
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI.
That's right.
And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI.
That's right.
Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voice.
Knowing how to understand media and watching the floods happen is hilarious to me, but
voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct. They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized, you are not alone. There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice. We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We have had to turn away some. For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses. We also have collected pictures, videos, texts.
Huh?
We check venues. We check dates.
Look.
We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit. We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim. We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy. These cases are hard to prove. Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive. But it is what it is, so we will press on.
That's right.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian.
They doing this to black people, y'all.
Not like this. Not like this.
They doing this. Revolt TV, Charlemagne the God, Puff Daddy, all subsidiaries need to be shut down. They're doing this to black people and getting up on in our faces talking about what Trump ain't doing and he ain't. They're doing this to us. Now listen to me. Hit the like button and support this broadcast. They're doing this to us. I told you they're black Nazis. I proved it to you. They're black Nazis. I proved all of it. This is grid, bro. This is it. They're doing this to us, to our little girls and our little boys. And they're kidnapping them and sending them out and catching them, probably throwing them in vans or the tour bus, or whatever the hell they've been doing for the last 20 to 30 years. I don't believe this. Well, I believe it, but I don't believe this.
The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California.
That's why Gene
New
Deal.
York.
That's why Gene Deal talking so damn much, cause it's bigger. Press one, because you've been around doing this, bro, doing these traffickings, bro. Yeah, security, artists, y'all all seen that 14-year-old, 13-year-old girl sit on R. Kelly lap and Jay, all y'all, bro, together. All these slime ball ass wannabe rappers and podcasters who support these niggas. Wow.
Georgia, and Florida.
50 ain't no different. 50 Cent ain't no different. Y'all stop making it seem like Diddy and Puffy and he been exposed. No, Diddy wrote his raps, but 50 could have been setting this nigga up the whole time because 50 not clean. The fuck is y'all doing? Y'all think too highly of individuals y'all don't know.
And I want to focus on the ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Oh my goodness.
We have an individual who was 14 years old.
Oh my goodness.
We have one who was 15.
Yeah.
25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
Wow.
The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years
That's
of this type of conduct.
bro.
Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time. Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago, and you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward, I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that it revives such claims, and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later. Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one. And I expect more victims will come forward. You know, there's an old saying, it says, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance. The acts complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California,
let's repeat that
primarily in
again.
Los Angeles.
Let's repeat
But
that
truth
again.
has endurance.
Look at it. What the truth got?
It gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one.
The lie got great speed.
And I expect more victims will come forward. You know, there's an old saying, it says, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance. The acts complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons,
Busted.
or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles,
Busted.
or in Florida, primarily in Miami.
Well, yeah, where the port
Most
is.
of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties, or album release parties, New Year's Eve parties,
These was
4th
all.
of July parties,
Look, these are all.
something they called a puppy
This.
party.
Yeah, these parties right here are all auctioning parties. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. And press 1, they get the auctioning broads. Press 1, hit the like button, and little kids. They get the auctioning. They got the people laying on the tables naked. Got the billionaires and the millionaires and the auctioneers ready to put and everybody's involved. And you don't even know it. That's right, Art Jordan. The Nipsey curse is real. Everybody's involved. I'm glad that I was here. I'm able to see this. Because y'all are busted all over the internet. It's early in the morning out here in California, Southern California. Press 1. The sun ain't even up yet, but guess what? The sun is up. We up early before the sun comes. Up before the sunrise. I'm quicker than the drug dealers, baby. Tell me if it's on. I'm telling you, if these niggas really want to beef with me, they'd be in bad shape. I'll be around this bitch. They'd be snoring and sleep, are full of drugs. Listen to me. They don't want no problems with Kev. I'm trying to tell you. Kev is the nigga that's up when you sleep. And you going to bed. You going to bed. And this is what we talking about. Knockouts early in the morning.
All-white party, although several of these events occurred at auditions. Many times, especially young people wanting to break into the industry,
Come on.
were coerced into this type of conduct.
Look at this.
In the promise of being made a star, or in the
Look.
promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape, or even
That's
let them
right.
read for Sean Combs.
That's right.
You should know that some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know.
Everybody can sue.
Some of this behavior occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with. You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. We're in the process of collecting with our team assistants medical records, reports that were made to the authorities.
Busted.
And I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did, in fact, talk to the FBI. You should know that several of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did, in fact, seek medical treatment were drug tested, and drugs were found in their system, weird drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine or trank, which, based on our research.
Remember they were saying, what's that psychic lady that said that Nipsey had metals in his body? What's her name? She loved Kev though. Who we talking about? What's her name, man? She always talk about sex and shit. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. She said, bingo, Alexis. Yeah, her. She said Nip had metals in his body and it was like eating his shit up. But we're going to get back to that. That was weird, though. I remember when that Nipsey Hussle thing was going on, she had brought that up.
Research is known as a horse tranquilizer. Now, there's been a lot of reports that we're filing a class action. This is not a class action. Class action is when one or two people file a case on behalf of a group of people. That's not this.
These are independent.
These cases will be individual cases. Each case will live and die on its own merit. These cases will be filed individually.
You're
one plaintiff
done.
Against whoever the defendants were involved in the case. Each case may be filed in one venue like California. Another case may be filed in New York. One case may sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other people. One case may sue a
Y'all
range of
going
people.
down,
To a
bruh.
range of people.
Will Smith. I
would
know
expect
y'all.
most
I know
of
y'all
to be
been
filed, as I
ordering
said.
cheese pizza
Thinking or hoping.
and
right?
pepperoni pizza, and y'all had ice creams and hot dogs with Barack Obama. I know Kamala Harris was there. Y'all ain't gonna make it to the election. I just want you to know tonight, bro. You ain't making it. Let's keep it going. You ain't making it.
Believing that I may start naming names.
Let's go.
Well, that day will come. But it won't be
Pasta.
today.
They got all type of pasta. Look, busted.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names.
It's a lot of names.
It's a long list already.
Come on.
And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
That's right.
These are individual cases.
Oprah, say it.
There are indeed other perpetrators involved.
Say Sean Carter.
They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not
them.
just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing.
Oh, I told you.
And I'm talking about the people that participated,
I told you.
encouraged it, egged it
I
on.
told you.
They know who they are.
I know who they are. Mary J. Blige, you in trouble. You might as well just pack
Call
up.
them the facilitators of foul play,
Just put the handcuffs on
willing
and come with me.
participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities
Oh my, just like Kev
who
said.
ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior.
Oh,
I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies,
that's right.
hotels.
That's right.
We know that many of these individuals
Nigga.
were paid cash. We know
Ooh.
that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave. Typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave.
Let me tell y'all something. Any nigga that got up here and pretended that they not involved, like Cat Williams and all of these people, y'all was all at these parties. Y'all keeping it homosexual shock value shit. He didn't tell you that this was going on. They didn't tell you that they was all a part of this. Press one. So Cat Williams is just as guilty. He was there looking in the room, just like Loose Cannon said he went to 6 parties. All of them is guilty. Y'all know y'all got y'all favorite people. I know y'all got y'all favorite one who you want to seem so prophetic, but really a Satanist and a dark magic worker of sin. You've been deceived, not me. I don't know who was at the party until they come out with it. Press one. I didn't accidentally be there and accidentally find and see things. They're not telling us the truth about these children, these minors, all of these years. Press one. Cat Williams movies was paid for by Weinstein. Weinstein paid for Ice Cube movies. Don't tell me you wasn't at the party. Tell me what you did in the office, since y'all want to go there. He already admitted that oral sex was presented to him and in front of everybody, and he got the role. I don't need to tell you what happened, because he got the role. Everybody saw Money Mike, and everybody saw the homosexual agenda that was being pushed through Terry and Money Mike in those movies, bro. So y'all not finna change nothing up.
And then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation.
Setback did nothing.
Anyone who participated in such in any way. Anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct. Anyone who was in the room and watched it happen but made no effort to stop it. Any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on but failed to stop it. Any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it but did nothing to report it or stop it.
Come on.
And any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up.
That's right.
These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever.
That's right.
I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data.
Now,
although these are, in fact, individual cases, there is a common theme, an MO, if you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions or bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance,
this is
false
crazy.
imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment, sexual abuse of minors. Given the large volume of cases, and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days. Now, it's rare, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we as collectively can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually.
You see that? Port of Miami. Man, you see that? Rick Ross. Look at the Triple C. Made to look like the name of Allah. You see that? Look. What about the Port of Miami, Rick Ross? What about the ports? Wow.
I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She's a national victim advocate who helps victims who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that you hear from her.
Hello, I'm Carrie Paul with the National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward. Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them. Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs stories asking why it took so long for survivors to come forward instead of asking what barriers exist. We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes. Lack of funding translates to lack of training. We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim, and also an alarming amount of backlogged, untested rape kits. Prosecutors are focused on what they can prove in a case, and if so, how to do that at time of trial. Advocates and staff are stretched thin with growing caseloads in the criminal justice system. Most people don't know how the criminal justice works in general. There isn't enough staff or resources to adequately explain the entire process to every victim and survivor. Our culture works against victims and survivors every day, and abusers know this. Abusers work themselves into positions of power, building a public image that is trusted and financially large enough to make people look away. Abusers are unfortunately very skilled at power and control, the foundation of abuse. They seek victims who are vulnerable, such as children, their employees, and their intimate partners, all who see a different version than the public does, all who rely on the abuser in some way. And for those that do come forward and aren't believed, face questions like, are you sure it happened that way? Were you drinking? What were you wearing? All of this creates an environment that enables abusers to continue abusing them and future victims. To the survivors that have come forward despite not being believed at some point in time, your courage is like nothing we have seen before. We thank you for coming forward for yourself and all survivors. And lastly, I want all survivors that are watching this to know we believe you and we support you. Thank you.
I want you now to hear from my co-counsel, Andrew Van Arsdale. We've created a sexual abuse hotline, and I want him to visit with us just a few moments about how that works and the kind of volume of calls we've received.
Thank you, Tony. Like Tony said, my name is Andrew Van Arsdale. I'm the managing partner of ABA Law Group. We have offices in California, Montana, and North Carolina. To build off of what you just so well said, it's very hard to come forward. And given what we've experienced the past 10 days is really unprecedented in my career, at least. We represent thousands of survivors of abuse, and never, ever in a 10-day period have we seen over 3,000 people come forward, where we've confirmed and decided to investigate and represent 120 people, while we're continuing to work through another 100+ cases to prove them up, to validate what had happened here, and to hold those that are responsible accountable. And so like Tony said, we've set this up. It's 1-800-200-7474. I have a team of people standing by literally. If you know that this happened to someone and you have information about it, please contact us. If this happened to you, come forward. There's attorney-client privilege here. What you tell us is in confidence. Yes, we'll have to go out and build your case, but we will protect you. And the other thing that I want to say is the pattern and practice of this, again, is unprecedented. Over 30+ years of the same sort of events happening, people thrust into the circle reportedly, and horrible things happening to them as a result.
Wow.
And from talking to these people that have come forward these past 10 days, I can tell you unequivocally that because the federal government did what it needed to do and indicted this man, that they put him in jail and a judge kept him in jail, they tell me directly, this validates my feelings. For so long, I thought it was my fault. What is it about me that put myself in that scenario? What was I wearing at the time? What did I do to be subjected to such horrific treatment at these people that I was trying to trust? Well, we know now it was not your fault. You were victimized by a group of powerful people that operated for 30+ years, taking advantage of their wealth and the power that they held within the music industry. So again, thank you to every single person that has come forward and contacted our office over the past 10 days. If you or someone you know suffered the same sort of treatment, please contact us at the number behind me and we will help you. Thank you.
I think it speaks to how important this issue is in the United States and frankly internationally, that we have reputable people here that want to provide kind of information that I think victims need to hear, witnesses need to hear, the public needs to hear. Let me introduce to you now Olivia Rivers from the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, and let her visit with you a few moments about these types of cases.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Q Olivia Rivers. I am just served my 6th year as the board chair for the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault. I'm also the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, which is a local rape crisis center here in the Houston area. So thank you for being here as we address these heinous crimes. Sexual assault is not just a crime of violence against the body. It's an assault on the very essence of human dignity and safety. It shatters lives, it destroys confidence, and all too often, it leaves survivors feeling like they are voiceless, isolated, and vulnerable. The reality for many survivors is that coming forward to report their assault is one of the most difficult and daunting tasks that they will ever have to do. And for some, it may take days, months, or even years to speak up, if they ever do. The reasons for this have been mentioned, but include the fear of being disbelieved, being blamed or judged, and, of course, retaliation. The trauma of the assault itself being compounded by the trauma of the criminal justice process, where survivors must relive their experience in order to seek justice. And these feelings and fears are further exacerbated when the allegations are against prominent figures in the entertainment industry or Hollywood. Cases involving powerful figures often attract significant media attention, which can deter victims from coming forward due to fear of public exposure or scrutiny.
I told you. What is Tisa Tales doing? They're, bruh, when you go into public shaming people that's not victims, y'all get to changing the narratives to match books that's not real. You begin to taint the minds of the people who's listening to you. Let's keep it going.
The intense focus on these high-profile cases can make survivors feel that their personal lives are being put under a microscope, causing further emotional distress. These allegations mentioned here today, as reported, reflect deeply troubling claims that deserve thorough investigation, and no individual, regardless of their stature, is above the law or public accountability. Sadly, the statistics paint a very disturbing picture. According to the National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 6 men will experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime. In the U.S. alone, there are approximately 463,000 victims of rape or sexual assault every year, and these numbers barely scratch the surface, as sexual violence remains one of the most underreported. But the numbers that follow tell an even more troubling story. Only about 23% of sexual assaults are reported to law enforcement. Of those, just 5% lead to, and even fewer, less than 1% of reported cases, ever result in a conviction, which is a devastating gap between the crime and the justice that survivors deserve. I want to briefly focus on our state here in Texas. According to the Texas Association Against Sexual Assault, 1 million Texans, men and women, will experience some form of violence. That's every 2 minutes someone is sexually assaulted, meaning during the course of this press conference, around 60 individuals will forever be changed by this violence. And those are just a few of the victims. Obviously, this is unacceptable. We cannot allow this cycle of silence and inaction to continue. We have to create an environment where survivors feel empowered to come forward, where they are met with empathy and respect and support, not skepticism and blame. We have to ensure that our legal system is equipped to handle these cases with the seriousness they deserve, and that survivors have access to the resources that they need beyond the legal courtroom. We have to address the root causes of this epidemic: prevention, awareness, and fostering environments where respect, consent, and safety are non-negotiable values. Additionally, support for survivors has to be holistic. They have to have access to counseling, medical services, legal advocacy, and of course, community support, regardless of whether they choose to report or not. To every survivor who has come forward, your bravery is an inspiration. To those who are still grappling with their decision, know that you are not alone and that your voice matters. Your story matters. We see you, we believe you, and we are committed to fighting for a future where sexual violence is no longer tolerated and where justice is not the exception, but the standard. Thank you.
I want to visit with you real quickly before we close here. About some specific instances without disclosing the victim's name. You probably know that depending on the age of the victim, you can file these cases, these individual cases, under Jane Doe or John Doe. Each state is different in that respect. Typically, there is a balancing test. Like
Y'all remember when they was talking about drinking baby blood and all of this? Hold up.
I suck baby's blood and put it on my face. Okay. Just joking, Hollywood world.
See, now I'm just curious, because isn't that the guy y'all was defending when I said that Christians shouldn't be watching horror movies, in particular that movie? The Bible says, I will set no evil thing before my eye. The Bible says that God has not given us the spirit of fear, so why would you try to watch something that's invoking fear? That's that guy right there. And y'all was mad and y'all was upset at me. Like I said, you defending that, you supporting that.
Yeah.
Lukewarm.
Yeah. Because it's time to wake up. A lot of y'all support these individuals who do the horrible thing. I told y'all all believe in sin. Let's go to the next Instagram.
Why are nobody speaking out? Why is Usher and Justin Bieber not condemning these rumors? Where is Beyonce and Jay-Z? You know,
yes,
people
where are they?
Watching this train. Why are nobody speaking out? Why is Usher and Justin Bieber not condemning these rumors? Where is Beyonce and Jay-Z? You know,
yes,
people.
Where are they?
And why are you at all of the parties, sir? Press 1. That's wild. That's just
Public's
wild.
right to know the name of the victim and plaintiff versus the confidentiality and the safety of the plaintiff. So we'll have to struggle with that with each one of these cases. Our intention, of course, is to like we always do, file these cases under a pseudonym until the court tells us otherwise. But let me share with you a few, just kind of give you a sense of the kind of cases and the kind of instances that people are calling and reporting that we are trying to corroborate, vet, and these are the ones that we've already corroborated, vetted, and collected evidence on. One individual who was 22 years at the time she was assaulted said that the typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you, and now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug. That was kind of the MO. Another instance, this individual who was 9 years old at the time was taken to a audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim perform oral sex upon him. Another incident, an individual 15 years old at the time, flown to New York City to attend a party, was drugged, and then taken into a private room, allegedly in the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns raping her. Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport, was given one drink in the SUV, and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her vagina and her anus, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, an individual, this time not a minor, attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus were torn and sore. And I could go on. I mean, literally, you're sensing a theme here. It's the same theme, and it all involves.
Somebody said that sounded like the scenario Gene Deal was exposing. It had brought up trafficking of those
At least
girls.
according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her vagina and her anus
No, that's
were
something
torn
else.
and sore. And I could go on. I mean, literally, you're sensing a theme here. It's the same theme, and it all involves some sort of drug. One instance, an individual who was 20 years old at the time was asked to attend, just saw her on the street, asked to attend a party in a hotel. She was flattered, went to the party, was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately, was so messed up, went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system. I want to give you a quote from a very young man who told us over the phone about his experience and all the things that happened to him, he says, allegedly at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs and his friends in the effort to try to sign a record deal. This was kind of what he was told he would have to do. His quote is, "Had he not been in power, I feel like I could have been something great. I quit the industry because of what Sean Combs did to me." And that's really what it comes down to. We
Wait a minute.
are pursuing.
Let's listen to this real quick.
Carter told us about Diddy. Ellie Carter has spoke out so much throughout the years and told us exactly how all of this is connected. The very first time she spoke out, she spoke about there being underground tunnels where she was moved through. And there have been a lot of rumors about Diddy allegedly having these underground tunnels that run to the Playboy Mansion. And the Playboy Mansion does have underground tunnels. Here is the blueprint of the Playboy Mansion that they made showing the underground tunnels underneath the mansion. And I blew this up a little bit more for you guys because back in the day, it actually led to celebrities' houses. Ellie Carter has just made an affidavit of truth that she turned over to the feds against Diddy and other celebrities about how she was allegedly abused at a Playboy Mansion party. As you can see, here's Diddy's name here and others such as Birdman, Denzel Washington, and Young Jock.
Boom.
In this document, she speaks about how she was a party favor and how other children were there as party favors as well, and how they were set on a table and had to wait for people to come and choose them.
I told
she
you, like
explained
an
how
auction.
once these people were done with what they were doing, and I have to watch what I say, but you guys get what I'm saying, they would be placed back on the table for someone else to choose them. She explains how these parties turned into a whole frenzy once the DJ started music and turned on the flashing lights.
Boom.
And then she explains how there was things at this party called body cakes, and it means that these would be on the table and people would put food on them and then they would eat off them.
That's real.
Y'all, I just seen a footage of Diddy doing this at a white party that he held back in the 2000s. She explains in this affidavit that they would bring in animals like donkeys and burros, and they had to have physical relationships with them as these people watched, and her and another girl ended up throwing up and they rubbed their faces in it as punishment. Ellie Carter also told us that she had physical evidence against Diddy and some of these other celebrities, and she took a picture of this also showing proof that she turned in physical evidence.
I was at a Diddy party. I was one of the party favors. But I told you, nobody tells on Diddy. Maria Z, I did that interview in 2021, 7 months ago. We made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them. When we went to Colorado for the A to Z event, we had a lot of legal evidence that we made sure we already had because we knew a list of people were about to get got. You can't run for that long. I'm just shocked we're finally seeing the day. Do you understand that their music is their diary? All these rappers, they're telling you what they did. The music, it's telling you what they did. The comedy and the art is a reflection of life. I got a reflection of life for you.
Let's be clear. You federal prosecutors, you have video surveillance from Diddy's house from 2008. Look in that 2008, 2010 span, you'll find her video there. You want to send it over? She'll say, yeah, that's me.
Ellie Carter also made a video just
Damn.
recently speaking a little bit about the Diddy party. So I'm about to roll y'all this clip and you guys let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
Diddy parties. Those are assault parties. And I was one of the kids that was one of the party favors. And a party favors means that you're set on top of a table.
You're
used as a toy for anybody who comes across the table or who wants to party at a certain time of night when the music stops and then the DJ starts flashing all these lights and they close the doors and then everybody turns into like a frenzy and starts going into a crazed animal-like
Oh my goodness.
demonic state,
This is
and you
deep.
have no idea what's going on. And yes,
You,
there was a time where I was just like completely
they just start feeding off the
don't give a
children.
shit because it happened, and I was the type of kid that thought that, you know, you're in the presence of royalty and they make it seem like you're in the presence of Hollywood, so you should be honored and you should be appreciating that you're there. And I was that person. I totally acted like that. I was like, oh, it's fine, you know, it really does.
Damn, y'all. Damn. What's her name? Allie? This is Epstein in hip hop. What's her name? Allie Carter, huh? This is damn.
City parties. Those are assault parties. And I was one of the kids that was one of the party favors. And party favors means that you're sitting on
Okay,
top of
so they're selling children there. There's children there.
A pimp who sold me to Russia one time. He promised me that it's weird in I mean everything is backwards, but in trafficking, in being a prostitute, there's rankings to things. So a trafficker, a pimp, and a John are three different things. When you are one of the girls or one of the guys, you have a kind of a ranking, and being bottom bitch means being top. So when at one point you had to work for that ranking, though, if there's multiple girls or multiple boys in a pimp's possession, you have to work for that ranking. You have to work for that, basically, respect from your pimp to be able to have your pick of jobs. And it's not like you get to pick if you don't want to be hurt. It's just kind of choosing a lesser evil type of situation. So if you find that ranking, or if you have that ranking with your pimp, then you can kind of pick what jobs you want. So if there's sex machines, then you can pick kind of the least painful sex machine.
Damn.
You have to be on for hours. So with my pimp, I started learning that if I was nice to him, if I didn't fight as hard, if I gave up with the fighting, and if I just did what he said, then I would become bottom, which means top. He proposed to me when we were 15 years old. And his promise, with me being his wife, I was running around in very expensive diamond
Damn, this is what they doing.
rings. My mom smashed so many of them. My mom now, when she found them, she smashed some in the street, and she didn't understand. I wasn't telling her everything. I was just saying, I have a 27-year-old boyfriend. I have my man, my husband is a grown man, and I was 15. So when he proposed to me, the promise was that if I said yes, and if I did what he said, then I would stay with him. And he, you know, there was other girls that I saw with him. There were other girls that I shared him with. That sounds so ass backwards, but when you say it like that, but that was backwards to say, but it is.
Damn, G.
Allie Carter.
So is Jaguar Wright a victim, or is she a part of the trafficking network? Because I don't know if she's a victim. She says everybody did this way. But I just saw an Instagram or a TikTok of her saying she was also in the industry, in the sex industry. And I was like, what the fuck? And she said she was a dominatrix. So I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. So she knows the secrets, but okay, so what did you do? You know what I'm saying? As a dominatrix, you like top bitch. So you dominating shit. So what did you do? I mean, I believe her stories a lot, but there's something to Jaguar that I'm like, there's some unanswered questions about her. Like, bruh. So y'all all just sat around, and these is children. They just giving out little stories like, oh, it's some industry shit, and they did Aaliyah, they killed her, and they know. No, no, no. No, no. Stupid. They're trafficking children. Y'all trafficking children. And when we brought up the Pink Hotel, how long has it been? 2-3 years? Love, love. None of this shit. They try to make it like, oh, the baby oil and gay sex and all of this other shit. And they had all of that is fantasy of an individual. Okay, people like to stay in these different places. These people are adults. Whatever the fuck they doing and they adult shit. Whatever. I ain't tripping. Y'all signed up to be an entertainer and all this goofy shit. My thing is, y'all are trafficking children. Children. And we're dealing with ports and all of this other stuff. You see? But see, that Pink Hotel told everything. That shit told everything. Everything. The Pink Hotel, and wondering why little girls was dressed like that, like they was being sold, and people was going down there and buying and like having these birthday parties and running in the woods and being chased by Kwame Brown and shit. Like, what the fuck? Kwame Brown came out trying to attack the little devil worshiping Lil Nas X, but Lil Nas X went to the school that Kwame Brown was invested in. So that was crazy. I'm not talking about Disney right now. I'm talking about these black. This ain't the throw everything out on everything. No, this class right here is very particularly done right. I'm cool. I don't need people in my chat room trying to lure me into all different type of conversation. I'm talking about one thing. So if you new students, I don't know Taz. I don't know y'all people out there. What's this other miraculous? Marcellus or whatever you are. I don't know y'all. I just know my students. You feel me? I'm going to be real. Y'all got to walk a fine line. Love, love, say T.I. and Tiny. Exactly. Cafeteria lady giving kids info. You remember that? You remember that? Remember Kwame Brown was at the school and he got all of the children's info from the cafeteria lady? They got me questioning like, what the fuck is y'all doing? You don't get children's info. Then you can act like you know them and steal them. Remember I was on Kwame Brown ass? Y'all ain't finna be doing haircuts at your brother's hair salon and no parents knowing you get, no, bro. Hit that like button. Oh, you remember that, Tez, and you not a subscriber and you not a supporter? Get up out of here. You remember that. Press 1. Don't be trying to be friends with everybody. You remember? And you ain't in my support group? Nah, to help this broadcast? Nah, you got to go. Don't be remembering too much because you're going to give yourself away. Sorry, you got to go. Who is this? James Moore? She right, but is you a continuing supporter here? Are you activated here? Press 1. I've been doing this for years. For years. She said she was giving them shoes. She was a liar. Well, they said they were giving them shoes, haircuts, a bag full of toy, Remember that one? Kwame Brown had to prove that all the shoes was in the box in the back. All of the trolls were saying Kev Gills. Remember that? All right, James, I got you. Remember that, y'all? Remember that? All right. Kwame Brown was driving around with all the shoes in the back. Remember that, James? Mr. I've been here for years. Press 1. So if you don't know, you're going to be pretending. I don't want y'all pretending. Y'all got to be right with y'all understanding. They are human trafficking. Remember, they had a problem. Remember, I'm the one who told y'all that there was a whole pedophile ring supporting Tommy Sotomayor, and Tommy Sotomayor was talking. Let me stop. I'm the reason why Tommy not around, nigga. I'm the one who told y'all Tommy had a bunch of traffickers in his chat room. And people who like kids, and he was actually advertising one of the little girls that was at his house. He was showing her on the phone, showing her feet, her legs, her buttocks, her breasts. Press 1. He just going, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So the internet is filled with them. Y'all, a bunch of people on this internet, a bunch of them be right here. Y'all be thinking y'all being supported. No, they just want to see y'all kids. They want to know who you is, where your kids, and then they want to start sending you money. Oh man, that pool must be nice, man. And you start showing your family, then they start supporting you. And you thinking you getting generic real support, but it's from people who want to see your children. You don't brought your children. Press 1. See, these are children hunters. All they want to do is watch and see. That's why you got to be very protective of children. Hit that like button and subscribe. Hell yeah. That's why you got to be very protective of children. Even in my own apartment, I'm watching everything that go on. Press 1. I got to watch. I got to see who being sneaky, because we got a lot of kids in my building. I got to watch who think they not being watched is being watched. I'm watching. I'm one of them niggas. I'm watching everything you do. I'm watching everything. Press 1. I see the connections they be having. I be trying to see who they talking to, what little girls is out and about right now while your goofy ass coming outside and all that goofy shit. Nigga, I'm super detective because I'm super protective. You know, I'm super like that. And I dare a nigga to say something to me because I'm very protective when it come to these kids and my life. They can be your kids. I can know I don't care. They better not be in Chuck E. Cheese when I get there. Press 1, you're going to see a whole nother side of Kev. You're going to see a whole nother side of Kev. Yeah. You're going to see a whole nother side. You ain't nowhere around me. Especially when I see you got an eye for little kids and shit. Now I'm on you. And they know when they being watched. They just run away. They get away from me because they know. Press 1. Hit that like button and subscribe. I want y'all to know. So that's what we talking about here. That Diddy shit is real. And people got to protect their kids. I don't care how cool these people be looking. How neighbors be. Oh, hi. All these motherfuckers. You don't know who around you. You got to know how to smell that fake shit. You got to know how to see it. See through it like a real big dog. Well, nigga, I'm on, nigga. Press 1. I see you. Press 1. Y'all don't even know. I look a nigga right in his eye and catch him right. What you looking at? What you on? Hit that like button and subscribe. And that's how all men should be. You should be protectors of your community. Protectors of little girls and little boys who don't got no father figures. Who you got to look for the predators. You got to look for them. Hit that like button and subscribe. I don't listen to these grown ass people. Once a kid get to feeling uncomfortable, and I see you got ill ways and ill tendency, you doing weird things, and every time the little girls and little boys is outside, and your ass is stumbling about, but you ain't. What? You got to be on that type of shit. I make sure I'm on everything, and I don't care how niggas feel about it. I know one thing: when you catch one of these motherfuckers, and you beat the fuck out their ass, and then the community gonna know you ain't playing. Nigga, we gonna catch a nutter. Press 1. I see it all. I don't seen it all in our communities. I don't seen niggas have girls try to connect with the 13, 14-year-old girls out there. The other girl don't know this nigga been contacting through the phone, and you gotta watch that shit. You know, you gotta watch these motherfuckers. You feel me? You gotta watch them. Hey, no, you all of a sudden, you feel me? The drill team people come and your ass want to be all You know what I told them? Get that shit away from my door. Get that music. Pick up that boom box, nigga, and y'all take that music by y'all parents' house. Cause there are no teenagers that dance over here by my door. That's how they met Kev. Now they got respect for Kev. Oh, Kev, thank you. Oh, man, we sorry. We didn't know. Yeah, I'm going to say something. I'm not like the rest of these other men that sit back and allow these songs and these little girls and boys to play these songs. And no, I was a young man and had 15 young sisters who did the same thing. Nigga, I ain't no kid. Listen, pick this up. And now all the kids know I came from a place of love. And now what they all say, hi, Kev. Hey, Kev, you got any work for us, Kev? Can we wash the car, Kev? Nigga. Somebody got to step up, bro. It takes a village, but the village is going to start with one individual taking a stand, bro. From human trafficking to all this shit that's been advocated, we got to watch our kids, bro. I got all the apps, all the pedophile apps. I got them all, nigga. I want, boop, it better not be one click up, one trying to be nice to me. You know, be nice to me. Because I don't know you. Don't be nice to me trying to get in my good graces because I don't know. You're not going to like me after I see you. You're facts. And I fuck with people like that who are serious about, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what race. You care about protecting these little kids. You, my friend, we on the same thing. We got that eye and eye. Okay, you on your job. I'm on mine back. I'm double looking too. Because a lot of people be having girls and boys playing football and the dude and the people be there. They got them in drill team practice and the predators be there. They want to be superstars or a rapper or something. The predator be there. Just predatorial behavior masked over. Made to look good. And it's sad, bro. I ain't no high with me. Ain't no how I've been on slap the shit out of somebody with my rings on. I see the wrong shit. You feel me? I've been on and then cause the whole slapping and gets line them up. Bop! Bop! I thought you was a nice man. No, bro, I'm really a Democrat. I was masquerading. I'm gonna be a Democrat for the next 15 minutes. Smack! Facts. That's how every man should be. Smack the shit out of a predator and then watch they ass. You feel me? Smack the shit out of them and then watch they ass. Because predators, they don't like to be watched. Press what? See me, I'm an American. I know it's cameras everywhere. I don't do bad things. But predators and niggas doing bad things, they don't like to be looked at and watched. And you know what I'm saying? When you got to apply that pressure, it ain't too much pressure. Just watch they ass. Watch their eyes, watch their movements, watch how fake they is, watch they smile, watch how they ha-ha, and watch who eyes they really on. You got to really watch their ass. Hit that like button. I'm at work before the sun come up. Support this broadcast, though. It's 7:05 out here in California. Kev is up. I want to thank Ali, Justin, Pop Deuce, William, Cedric, Adriana, Kenya Gaddis, Love, Bocat, Keith. I'd like to thank all y'all for y'all support. I'm going to keep reading. But I just, I just don't like this shit. So if you don't like something, you got to be the change in your community. I like to sit back and watch everything. Press one. What you doing? You ever see that movie Rear Window? Nope, you didn't, because it's a black and white movie, and you didn't go to a school like I went to where we got cinema class. So we got to watch niggas in movies who watch niggas and look out that window, and you can just sit and watch a motherfucker. Press one and see what they doing. That's how I did P. Diddy and them. And just watch. That's how I did it all. Just sit back and watch. How you think the bitch never won nothing on top of Kev? I'll sit back and watch. So you gotta watch these people, predators. Long and they try to look normal too. Press what? They be trying to dress like us. They be trying to look. They be trying to pick what style they gonna be like. But you gotta see the default in a motherfucker. See, I look who your father is. I look who your father is, nigga. Press one. That's all. I just try to check your DNA status and try to see what that gene is inside of you that got you looking weird to me. Facts. And that's why I go hard. From the Pink Hotel to Puff Daddy's bedroom and the tunnels beneath his apartment to my crib to yours. You got to stand up. You think I give a shit that people don't like in my community, that I talk real shit? I don't give two fucks. Nigga, if you a predator, busted, I'm the wrong neighbor to have. If you a nothing ass nigga with no job, need other people to take care of you, nigga, I'm the worst neighbor you can have because I shine hard. I'm always working. The kids is always, Kev. I'm always, and you gonna be a hater, so I might as well hate first. I might as well get it out the way. I stand on business. Facts. If you ain't on no business and you a bum, lazy, bum ass nigga, you can't be around me. You ain't even what we doing. Ain't no we. In this world, it's just you. You a man. See, when you not doing nothing as a man, you get an idle mind and you start thinking of demonic shit that you could be doing, stealing things from people, thinking you being sneaky and you really just a dark person being uncovered. You gotta wake up from that little slumber y'all in. I'm not dead with you. I work every day. You hear me? I watch every day. You feel? And I work for home, so you know my neighbors probably hate me. This nigga don't never leave. We don't never get a chance to be dirty and dusty in front of a nigga. Damn. Yeah, and yeah, because this is a Democrat community. I don't care. Step up. Steps ahead of these lames, set apart. That's how you got to be. Get up, put your clothes on. If you don't got nothing to do today, get out there and find something to do to turn over a buck. Every man needs a fucking job, bro. Get off of welfare. Dress your girl up. Buy her some things. Get them out these bonnets and all these clothes they not washing over the year. Boy, y'all can't wear the same clothes every day, Democrat. Step y'all game up and stop thinking of bad things like hurting children, Democrat. Press one. It's always the Democrat. Always up to no good and vouching off the motherfucking system. Always thinking of bad things. Never got no driver license. Always trying to borrow a nigga car. Can't never return a broom. You can't never borrow nothing from their ass, nor do you want to. But you can't never borrow nothing from a damn Democrat. Press one ain't got shit. They ain't gonna let you borrow nothing. They only that's their PlayStation 2 controller. Press one ain't getting borrow nothing from their ass. And they be trying to get an attitude like they something. If you don't get your dusty ass, dirt bag, broke ass on somewhere, and you're probably a predator. So now I'm watching. Press one. I don't care about none of that shit. Care, bro. Port of Miami. Got nothing to lose. Supporting the family. And we traffic for funds. Ain't that what he said? And they traffic for fun. Press one. That's RICO. RICO Act. You feel me? So Democrats, traffickers, gang members love me because I'm one of them. I'm like the cool nigga. You know, gangbangers love a nigga. But traffickers, pimps hate me because I'm an advocate. You know what I'm saying? because I'm an advocate, California kid advocate. You know what I'm saying? But they mad, got a handsome nigga who can talk to them some sense. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to work the street to make $50. We take it on one day at a time. God gave me this power. I read it in the book. It said protect the widows and the fatherless. Those are the prostitutes.
Not like this.
Press one. Those are your prostitutes. Those are females y'all calling hoes and all this, who got left behind, who had things like the Puff Daddy situation happen, ain't never told nobody, type of shit, being taken advantage of, learn the underworld life, doing good niggas bad because they don't know no better. So you got to forgive them as a good nigga, because they don't know no better. They wasn't taught none of this stuff, and neither was I. So, of course, I got to forgive. There's one democratic way, lifestyle. Gotta forgive them. Because they don't know no better. They gotta be told. Then they gotta be showed. Hit that like button and subscribe. Look at Puffy right there. Let me out of here. He acting like the Shawshank Redemption and shit. Talking about, look at my dick. Could you fix my dick? He had the biggest nut of his life. Press one. Press one. Kev is crazy. One thing I'm not, though, I'm not a human trafficker, and I don't do bad things. It's your boy, Kev, bro, coming back. And I'll figure out some more live stream to go to. Shout out to the people who support this broadcast and helping me wake up to another no more locked doors. Deport them back to their country. That's where they going. They going back to Cuba. That's where they going. They going to Guantanamo Bay. That's where they going. You will never see Puffy again. You might as well forget that. Your friend Puff, he gone. Puffy go down the hole. Press one. that goes for Whack 100 and anybody else. You don't think Puffy was an informant? We don't give two fucks about no motherfucking informant and what you done for the motherfucking corporation. The corporation is bankrupt. They now under the power of G14 classified, nigga. They now under the motherfucking algorithmic power of G14 classified. And everybody that I mentioned in the past that I said was gonna go down like this, y'all just sit back, grab your caramel popcorn, get you some soda pop, and enjoy the show. Don't get your feelings in a bunch, because all of them human traffickers. All of them. See how free I am? That's how you know a nigga ain't. I be in court just like this. Y'all know I ain't did nothing. You know people like me don't do things. I'm like, come on. People who tell the truth, they can't shut the fuck up. Nigga, you would never see me at no Puffy party. You ain't never see me clicked up and want to be friends and about to be a YouTuber with Leor. He finna make us, I don't want to be y'all friend. Because I don't know y'all. I don't know what y'all really be doing in y'all background, in y'all lives. So suppose I would have been Rick Ross' friend. Look at him. And I was friends with Puff Daddy. You are who you hang around. I learned that growing up in South Central. That's why I stayed to myself. That's why I got friends from all over, all the gangs in LA. I know somebody from somewhere. Press one. Why? Because I'm only hanging out with you and you my friend only type of thing. I ain't trying to get caught up in y'all little Rico acts. I'm not trying to do all this stuff. I'm just trying to live a regular life, play my game, meet a good woman, and live my life. I ain't got time for this nonsense. Press one. Bad associations spoil useful habits. Facts. If you surround yourself with 5 evil people, you're going to be the 5th one. You're going to be the 5th one. You're going to surround yourself with people who like to gossip, to make up frivolous stories on. You're going to be another one. You are who you hanging around. So I suppose you hang with yourself until you figure out who you are. You shouldn't want to go. I know when Lil Baby and them go to them white clothes party with the white clothes and the white gear, and they all get to hang out with these. That's not where you want to be as a good person. Because look, ain't no Rico coming on you. You just coming home and doing regular stuff, going fishing, playing video games, got your little friends and shit, riding dirt bike. Ain't none of this shit happening to no normal people. This shit is NAMBLA. These predators and pedos need to be, nigga, Donald Trump said what to do with them. I don't need to even tell you. I don't care. You in my family. You in your family. You want them. I don't care. I don't care if I said hi to you before. I don't give two shits. I'm in it for the truth, and the truth shall make us free, goddammit. Press one. I'm tired of living in this democratic community. I type in my community, and there's 300 pedophiles in a vicinity. God damn, they need their own island. They need to go to Guantanamo Bay. Our kids need to be safe. Nobody need to be on Figueroa pimping and hoeing while the kids is walking to school and getting out of school. This is crazy. These niggas, it's illegal to even sell beer in the morning, but not in my community. They sell beer. All the winos is out. As soon as the store open, this is federally illegal. Nigga, get your ass home. That's how you gotta talk to them. Man, don't be selling no beer to these niggas out here. We got kids out here. You gotta go to these store owners. I'm gonna get your ass federally indicted. Fuck LAPD. I ain't talking about them. That's how you gotta talk to them Asian people. Only thing they know is the feds. When the feds come, yeah, FBI, you know them, G14 classified, they coming. Hit that like button and subscribe. I love amusing y'all every day. And for sure, something is about to happen. Somebody else is going down. Oh, I saw Dame Dash pretending like he don't know what to do. They say, Dame Dash, your friend P.Diddy. They said, you didn't know nothing about that? Dame Dash was like, huh? You know my body. Yeah. Choke no joke knows your body well, sir. You press one. I can't make this shit. It's just all type of thing. All type of things going on in today's media. What's this? TikTok. TikTok is my new friend. I'm getting everything from. They finally dropped the list. We already got the list. The first thing the person say is 50 Cent will never do nothing like that. First of all, 50 Cent is a damn corporation. It's a company. That's not a human being. First of all, you don't know Curtis. And so what? He's your favorite rapper, and he been talking about Diddy. So is everybody else. That don't mean he not involved. Press one. He can't say nothing about this picture that I got right here. I know one thing. That kid don't want to be in that picture, and that's Rick Ross' son or something, because there's that dirty woman, Tia, once again up here. It look like she's a trafficker. She look like she'll bring her kids to the party. Yeah, sounds about right. Press one. I don't want to hear about 50 Cent. I don't want to hear about none of these characters y'all don't made up to be good. They're not, bro. He want to save his ass. He got to get rid of them, just like Sean Carter. He don't want to be friends with Puffy right now. It's too late. 50 wants you to believe I would never do nothing. I was the one rapping again. Y'all got to be little kids to be even speaking like that. He was right. I was the one talking about him every day. I wouldn't. Press one. He been to the P. Diddy parties too. We got pictures of him and Diddy hugged up and as a couple too. Y'all quit acting like y'all don't see the same pictures I see them with. 50 is right along with him. In fact, 50 is my main suspect in Pop Smoke's death. So I don't give a fuck. That's right, I said it. I said 50 Cent is the main suspect to me in Pop Smoke's death. Y'all better get y'all priorities in order before y'all come talk to me. Yeah, shut up, punk. I don't want to hear nothing. They were all in bed, then started beefing. The beefs are fake. The beef is like YouTube. It's all fake to cover the great scandal that's really going on. Children. That's why 50 Cent treating us like a high school child. Oh, he putting up little memes in. No, those children. What? No, 50. These children. These ones. 50. With the little black kid with the money in his hand. Like y'all just passing out thousands of dollars. Like, explain the ear thing. Explain this. I mean, it's going to be some stuff that's going to make it hard for y'all to smile in the future. But whatever it is, man, y'all got to keep y'all sense of humor because this shit crazy, G. Press 1. We got 300 people in the chat room. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the broadcast. And we'll be back with another live stream and more breaking news or whatever this is. Because it's time for me to get up and eat my breakfast out here on the West Coast, 7:21 in the morning. I've already went to work today. I love y'all, and I'll catch you on the next stream. As always, I'll holla.